Hi, welcome back to Leetcode. So in this video, I'm going to discuss the first and second problem from today's biweekly contest. Contest number is 475. So the problem name is that minimum distance between three equal elements 1 and the next one is this 2. Okay. So what is the first problem? Only difference between these two problems is that the length of the input array. Okay, here actually you can see the whatever the input array length is 100 maximum, and in the next problem it is actually 10 to the power 5. Else another condition is same. Whatever the value array value can be actually between 1 to n. Correct. So let's see. First, try to solve the first problem. Then actually we will discuss about the second problem. Okay. So what is the problem statement? Problem is that you are given an integer array nums, a tuple I comma j comma k of three distinct indices is good if nums of I equal to nums of j equal to nums of k. Okay, got it. So we will create a tuple if only if the three number by using three numbers, and three numbers is unique. Number will be same, but the position will be unique, right? Indices, three distinct indices, so position will be different, and we can actually create a tuple if only if the all the number three numbers is equal. Here actually get three, this condition is same. Nums of I equal to nums of j, and this equals to nums of k. So now next is that the distance of a good tuple is absolute difference between I and j plus absolute difference between j and k and absolute difference between k and I, where absolute x denotes the absolute value of x. Okay. Return an integer denoting the minimum possible distance of a good tuple. If no good tuple exists, return -1. So let's see the example 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, next is 1, 1, 3. 1, 1, 3. Okay. So first of all we have to find out the position of all the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the index for each corresponding to each number. Now we have to check that how many actually tuples I can create. So what is the condition to create a tuple? All the numbers that should be same. So this one, and this one, it can actually create a tuple, right? And what is the position for the 0, 2, and 3? This is the position, correct? Any other tuple is possible? No, only one tuple. You can see that 2 is present only one time, 3 is also present only one time, right? So we have to find the minimum distance. So what is the condition? What is the distance between for each tuple? I know the three position of the three element in this tuple I, j, k. So it will be something j minus I plus k minus j plus k minus I. If we have already sorted this, I is the smallest if I less than j less than k. Okay, because we know that this cannot be equal. I cannot be equal to j, it cannot be equal to k, because all the three indices are unique, distinct indices. So this is, if I already sorted this, I less than j less than k, this is clear. So that's why I can write in this way, j minus I plus k minus j plus k minus I. Right, so sum of all of this difference. Okay, this is the distance for this tuple. Now we have to take the minimum of all of this distance between all of this tuple. Okay, so here actually only one tuple is possible. So here you can see that the index 0 less than 2 less than 3. This is a position I less than j less than k. So what is the distance for this tuple? That is 2 minus 0 plus 3 minus 2 plus 3 minus 0. That is 2 plus 1 plus 3. That is actually 6. So any other tuple is possible? No. Right. So that's why here you can see that the answer is output is 6. Correct. Next is example 2. Let's see. 1, 1. 1, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2. So how many times actually 1 is present? Okay, let's first assign the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 is present at the index 0, next 1 is present at the index 1, next 1 is present at the index 5. So 2 is present at the index 2, any other 2 yes, index 4, any other 2 yes, at the index 6. Next is 3. So 3 is present at the index 3, any other position for 3? No. So how many tuples I can create? I can create one tuple from here, one tuple from here. So for this, the distance is 1 minus 0 plus 5 minus 1 plus 5 minus 0. That is 1 plus 4 plus 5. That is actually 10. Right? So for this tuple, what is the distance? Distance is 4 minus 2 plus 6 minus 4 plus 6 minus 2. That is 2 plus 2 plus 4. That is actually 8. So out of all these two tuple, so what is the minimum distance? Between 10 and 8, the minimum distance is 8. So answer will be 8. Correct? This is clear now? Let's see. Example 2, output is 8. Clear? So how can actually solve this? Here you can see the length. Input array length is 100. So first of all, also the one thing you can also observe here that the whatever the actually value can be present in the array, that should it is between 1 to n. So I can create a, so first of all find the n. N means the length of the input array. So I know that our number will be between 1 to n, right? All the numbers. So for I will actually create a map. For it I will store all the numbers with respect to the position. So something like for this example, you can see that this map actually I have created here. So this is the input array. So what is the n? N is the array length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I know that our number can be between 1 to 7 only. So I'll create a map. You can see that this is your key. Key is the number. So here you can see that for 1, how I have stored all the position. How I have seen 1. So this can be vector of position, right? So for 1, this is the position 0, 1, 5. For 2, I have stored here is that 2, 4, 6. And for 3, I have stored here 3 only. So how actually I can actually create it. So now actually we have stored all the position, right? Because I have already iterated the input array. Now we have this map. I know that for this number, what is the position actually I have seen, right? So now I want to create a tuple. Okay. Okay. Suppose for 2, for this number 2, I want to create all the possible tuple. Suppose I actually have seen this 0, 2, 3, and 5. So 2 is present in 4 places. Okay, 4 places. One is index 0, another is 2, another index 3, another index 5. Okay, so how many tuples I can create? 0, 2, 3. One is 2, 3, 5. One is 0, 2, 5. 0, 3, 5. Correct. This 4 tuples are possible, but I have to find the minimum. Okay, so how can I optimize this operation? Do I need to generate all the possible tuples? No. How? You can see here that because I actually find we have to minimize the distance. Minimize the distance. So when actually I am taking this 0, 3, 5, not consecutive 0, 3, and 5. So what is the distance? It will be 3 minus 0 plus 5 minus 3 plus 5 minus 0. It is 3 plus 2 plus 5. That actually 10. Correct. But if I took the three consecutive elements, 3 consecutive means the next 3 elements or next 3 position, nearest 3 position, then actually I will get the minimum distance because that actually the present at the nearest position, right? So that's why I have to take only the, let's say this example 0, 2, 3. So what is the distance? It is 2 minus 0 plus 3 minus 2 plus 3 minus 0. That is 2 plus 1 plus 3. That actually 6. Clear? Actually you can observe this. This is a distance 6. This is a distance is 10. So that's why we will take only the consecutive 3 elements. Means it is enough to calculate only 0, 2, and 3, then 2, 3, and 5. Because this is a 3 consecutive element. This is next 3 consecutive element. Correct? So that's why best 2 tuples will be these two. So now out of these two tuples, I have to take the distance. So I'll distance 1, I will calculate the distance 2. Then actually I will take the minimum distance. Got it? Clear? Actually I do not need to check all the actually tuple, because our target is to minimize that, and to get the minimum distance I need to take only the nearest 3 position, right? So now I actually have this position 0, 2, 3, 5. For this 2 I actually have 0, 2, 3, 5. Now honestly I can actually create a tuple. For tuple I actually need at least 3 elements, because right, tuple means 3 elements. So that's why our position should be, how many times this number is present, that should be actually less, greater than equals to 3. Then actually I can only generate. If it is less than 3, then actually I cannot generate any tuple, right? Because minimum number actually requirement to create a tuple, it is 3. So that's why the number of positions should be also greater than equals to 3, at least 3. Then actually I can create a valid tuple. So that's why first of all we will check that if this position of this current value I, if the psi is greater than or equals to 3, then actually I can create a tuple. Now for this tuple I have to take only the 3 consecutive numbers. So that means it can go up to 0 to I less than n minus 2, I plus plus, correct? Actually you can see that why actually I am starting from 0 and it can go up to n minus 3. Okay, so actually what is the length of this? A length is 4. So I am saying it can go up to 4 minus 3, it can go up to 1. So one tuple it will be 0, 2, 3, means I plus 1, I plus 2. Next is the 2, 3, 5. So 2, 3, 5, what is the index? I plus 1 and I plus 2. Actually you can say that I can go up to this. Next, can actually have any valid tuple? No. Because I need in the right side, I need at least 2 elements, right side of the current index I. So that's why it can go up to n minus 3. Got it? So from this, I have to calculate the distance. Distance it will be position of I comma j plus 1, position of I comma j plus position of I comma j plus 2 minus position of I comma j plus 1. Next, the position will be position of I comma j plus 2 minus position of I. So I have to take all of this sum, correct? And this is the distance for this current tuple. And I will take our answer, suppose starting with infinity, positive infinity, because I have to take the minimum value. So I'll actually compare that, is this actually one best answer? So I'll modify that, override that. If after checking all possible tuple, I have to check that it is still, answer is still actually positive infinity. That means we have not found any valid tuple. So that time actually I have to return -1, else I return our answer. Got it? So for that, for this approach, what is time for this? You can see that first of all, I iterated the input array to create the map. That for this number, what is the position? Suppose 0, 2, 3, right? Correspond to this, because I know the range of this number 1 to n. Okay, now actually we have this map, so it will take big of n, because I know the position and I know the number. So corresponding to that number, I'll store the index. Okay, this is list of index. Now this is big of n. Now for the next, I will again iterate all the number 1 that can actually create any tuple with 1. If it is possible, then actually I will check the distance. So that's why first of all I will iterate all the numbers 1 to n. Okay, then for each number I have to actually try to create the tuple. So it can length up to actually m. Suppose m position is possible, correct? So for that, it average, it will take into n into m, right? Because I have to generate all the possible tuples to check the distance. So that's why average length is, if it is m, so it will take n into m. This is clear why actually it is n into m, because first of all I will try to check the can I create any tuple with this number 1, right? And for that, if I can generate any tuple, then I have to check the distance of all of these tuples, right? So that's why it will actually be of n cross m. So for this first problem, it will work fine because our n length is 10 to the power only 100. So it actually makes up n square. So 10 to the power 4. Third, it can go up to 10 to the power 4. Ten square, that means 10 to the power 4. So let's see the code for this. So first of all, find the length of the input array n, and I know that our number can be between 1 to n. So that's why I will take a vector of list of size n plus 1, vector of list n plus 1, because it will start if you take only n, so our number can be only stored 0 to n minus 1, not n. So that's why I have initialized with n plus 1. Now I am iterating the input array. I know from 0 to n minus 1, and I know the number nums of I. For this number, I'll store the current index I, push back. Okay. Now I have to return the answer of the minimum distance. So I will initialize with infinite int max. Now for each number, I have to generate all the possible tuples. So that's why I'm starting from auto I of position. So that means I'm iterating from start from 0, that can actually create any tuple of nums whose value is actually 0. So honestly, I can create a tuple if the number of position of that number actually should be greater than equals to 3. So if it is less than 3, you can see that I dot size, it indicates the all the position of the current number, right? All the position indices. So if it is less than 3, that means we cannot create any tuple. So I'll continue. Go to the next number. If I can create any tuple of the I plus 1, next number. So if it is come to line number 14, that means we actually have at least 3 numbers, right? So I can create at least one tuple. So that's how you can see that. So I actually just condition I actually am writing a different, but you can also write that condition that if I start from I0 to I less than n minus 2. Got it? Actually I am starting with j is equal to 1 to j less than I dot size minus 1, because actually I am fixing the middle number, and I know the left number and I know the right number. So that's why actually I'm iterating with j, means the middle number only. So I'm starting from 1, and it can go up to n minus 2, right? So that's why I dot size minus 1. That means it can go up to n minus 2 and j plus plus. Now I actually have this answer variable to store the global minimum distance, and to override this, I have to calculate the current distance. What is the current distance of the current tuple? That will be I of j minus I of j minus 1. Got it? This is the first two numbers, j and I and j. Next is j and k. So first of all, I of k, that will be j plus 1, and j is the I of j. Next is the next tuple between I and k. If I actually assume that these three numbers is I, j and k, so k will be j plus 1. Here in this case, because actually I'm fixed the middle number, so that j is fixed already. So k will be j plus 1, I of j plus 1 minus I of j minus 1. Got it? J minus 1 is the actually I. Got it? So this is the current distance of this current tuple. Okay. Then if it is minimum distance, so I override with the answer variable. Okay. So after this for loop, I have actually already I will check all the possible tuples, correct? And we will return the minimum distance. They mention that if no good tuples exist, return minus 1. So how actually can find that we have found any tuple or not? So if there is answer is still our int max, so our answer is still int max, then return minus 1. Else whatever the actual answer I have, that we should return. Got it? So this is actually n square approach, right? You actually can see that this is actually two nested for loop. So this is clear. Now go to the next problem, where actually our input array length is 10 to the power 5. Then actually it will not work, because n square, that means 10 to the power 10, it is greater than 10 to the power 8, so it will not work. So for that, how to optimize that? So you can actually solve many ways, correct? You can also think and share in the comment box also. But what actually I have used here, you can see that slightly different and slightly shortcut, you can say. So first of all, see the first example. 1 1 2 3 1 1 2 3 2 1 2. Okay, 1 1 2 3 2 1 2. Okay, now I know the position of each number 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Correct. Now what actually they want to know? We know that we can actually only create tuple if the number actually is same, right? All the number actually is same. Now what actually I want to know? I want to know the position of this. Suppose I, j and k, and I have to find out the distance of this. Alright. So if I sort this array with respect to the value, then I know that all 1 will come first, 3 1, then 2 3 2, 1 3, 1 2 3 3 3, 3 plus 3 6 7. 7 numbers. If I sort this array, I will get this array, right? First of all the 1, then all the 2s, then all the 3s, then all the 4s, in this way, right? Now if I somehow create a pair and store this position also, suppose 0 1, and next position of 1 is 5, then 2 position is 2 3, next position of 2 it is 4, 4 and 6, and for a 3 the position is 3. Got it? So I have already stored this map also. Got it? So if I create a new array with this as a pair, that what is the number and what is the position. Okay, I'll create a new array. Okay, new array by using this num and position. Now sort this array. Sort this array. Now what will happen? I will already actually like you can see that merge all, or we have already collected all the elements that are equal at the consecutively, right? That will be present at the consecutively. So now our array will look like this. Correct? After sorting, the new array will look like this. Now what actually I want to know? I want to know that can I actually create a new tuple or not? Tuple or not? So what is the condition for tuple? That I, j, whatever the actually these three, you can say that these three number I, j and k, that should be actually first of all nums of I, it should be equal to nums of j equals to nums of k, right? So all the elements should be same. So first of all I will see that here actually you can see that first three actually same, I, j and k. So I will actually calculate the distance. 1 minus 0 plus 5 minus 1 plus 5 minus 0. Got it? This is a distance for this tuple. Okay. Next, use the rolling, you can say the rolling array. So next, go to the next three elements. 1 1 2, right? 1 1 2. First is 1 1 1, next is 1 1 2, because I have actually rolled this the right side, shifted the our window in the right side, shifted by 1, right side. So now our window element actually is 1 1 2. So all three actual elements are equal? No. So I cannot create a tuple by using these three elements. Again, shift the right side. So next right side it will be 1 2 2. Can I actually create a new tuple with this? No, because all the numbers are not equal. So I cannot create a tuple. Next, again shift this window to the right side by 1. So our number actually it is now 2 2 2. So all the three actual elements are actually equal. Okay. So what is the position for that? 2 4 and 6. Again calculate this distance. 2 4 6. 2 4 6. So that distance will be 4 minus 2 plus 6 minus 4 plus 6 minus 2. It is 2 plus 2 plus 4. It is actually 8. Clear? Clear, right? You can see that again shift the right side, again this 2 2 3. This is our window now. Our window length is fixed 3. Window length is 3, so I can only accommodate 3 elements. So I'll actually check only the consecutive 3 elements only. Okay. So 2 2 3 all actually equal. 2 2 3 no, all are not equal. So I cannot create a tuple. So again actually I will shift the window now. Do we actually have 3 elements? No. So I will stop here. Okay. So our answer I will got from here actually one tuple. This is one tuple. I've already calculated the distance and modify the answer variable. and next tuple is this 8, distance 8. Okay, so here actually you can see that what is time study for this approach. First of all, create a new array. So I have iterated the 0 to n minus 1, the input array, and create a new array by using nums of I, comma I. Okay, so this will actually take big of n to generate the new array. Okay, this is step number 1. Next, step number 2 is the sort this array. So it will actually take big of NLogN, correct? NLogN. Next is again the rolling window. You can actually say that this rolling window of fixed length of length 3. So I will actually just roll this array again, then again this 3, again this 3 in this way. So this will take actually big of n. In the worst case, I will actually iterate all the elements, right? Ultimately, we are actually iterating less than n because I will stop when it is window length is like number of elements in the window is less than 3. I will stop there. So I will actually iterate up to big of like all the elements. So roughly it will take big of n constant time, right? So overall the time study will be NLogN. So it is actually what it will work, right, in this constants. So let's see the code. I hope this is clear. If you have any doubt, you can also comment on that. I hope this is a new approach you found here from this problem. So first of all, we have to create a new array. So this is temporary. Particularly, I am creating a new pair. The first element will be the number, and the next is the position. So we have to know the input array length n, and now iterate each element of the input array. So you can see here that in the line number 7, we are storing a new element into the new temp array. What is it storing? First is the nums of I, whatever number I have, and the position of this current number I. Now, after this for loop, I have already stored in the I have stored all the actual element with corresponding position in the temp array. Now sort this temp array. Okay, so it will actually sort in the not decreasing order, right? Sorted order. So now we have to know the minimum distance. So I will similar way in the first problem also we have initialized with int max, means positive infinity. Now I will start the window of length 3, fixed window length, because this is tuple, only 3 elements can accommodate. So that's why I will start from 1 and I can go up to n minus 2, right? Why n minus 2? Because I is actually the middle element, j. So it can start from 1 because I need one element in the left side and one element in the right side. So I can actually start only from 1 because this is a middle element, and it can go up to n minus 2 because I know that I need actually at least 12 element in the right side. So that's why I'll stop at the n minus 2. Got it? So that's why I less than n minus 1, I plus plus. So honestly, I can create a new tuple if only if all the 3 elements in the window is all are actually equal. So that's the first condition to create a new tuple. So that's why I'll first of all check that temps of I in the first equal to temps of I minus 1. I minus 1 is the left element. That also first equal to the temp of I dot first. That means j, the middle element, is equal to the I plus 1. That means the right element first. Got it? I plus 1 dot first. So after this condition, in this if condition, we are checking only that all the numbers with 3 is equal. Now if it is equal, then actually we can create a tuple. So find out the distance. So what is the distance for that? Similar way, I know what is the I, j and k, and I also know the position for that. And this is I have already stored. So like if there is more element, so I know that it will be sorted according to the first. It will sort at the like you can actually say that it may be possible that this is possible, right? 1 1 0 5 2, then actually 3. Suppose, is this possible? No. First of all, it will actually sort on the basis of the key or the first element. If it is all actually equal, then actually it will sort on the basis of the next element, right? So that's why it is here that 0 2 3 then 5, it will be actually sort in this according, right? First of all, it will sort on the basis of the first element, and then if it is equal, then actually it will actually sort according to the basis of the second element. Got it? Now what is the distance for this current tuple that will get from the second? Second is stored in the position for that current number. So temp of I dot second, that means j. And what is the I? I means the left element, that will be I minus 1 dot second, temp of I minus 1 dot second. Got it? Next is k minus j. So k is the I plus 1 because I is the middle element. So I'll get from the temp of I plus 1 dot second minus temp of I dot second. Correct? This is the k minus j. Now next was the k minus I. So k is the I plus 1 and I is the I minus 1. Correct? So temp of I plus 1 dot second, this is the k, the right element, and the left element it is temp of I minus 1 dot second. Got it? So this is the distance for this current apple, and store this into the answer if it is actually minimum. Okay. So after this for loop, you can see that this is actually the big of n only. Now we will see that again they mention that if there is no good tuples exist, return minus 1. So that's why we will check that if our answer is still int max, then return minus 1. Else whatever the answer I have, return that. Got it? So I hope this is clear, and if you found this video useful, please like the video, and if you not yet subscribed, please subscribe channel. Thank you. Bye bye.